Attention all self-development junkies out there. Are you ready to take your personal growth game to a whole new level? Look no further because today's video is going to be a game changer. We're going to be diving into the best-selling book You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero, and I'll be sharing with you the key takeaways and daily tasks that will help you transform into the badass version of yourself that you were meant to be. So, sit back, relax, and get ready to level up your life. Chapter -1 How You Got This Way. This chapter explores how our thoughts and beliefs shape our reality and create the life we are currently living. It encourages readers to examine the stories they tell themselves and how they can create a new narrative that empowers them. Jen Sincero discusses how our subconscious mind can hold us back from achieving our goals and living our best lives. She explains that many of our beliefs and behaviors are formed in childhood and are deeply ingrained in our subconscious. However, she encourages readers to become aware of these limiting beliefs and reprogram their minds to believe in their own potential. For example, Sincero shares the story of how she had a fear of public speaking, which she later realized was rooted in a belief that she wasn't smart enough to express herself in front of others. Once she became aware of this belief and began to challenge it, she was able to overcome her fear and become a successful public speaker. Task: take a piece of paper and write down a list of your past experiences and beliefs that may be holding you back. Be honest with yourself and dig deep to uncover any patterns or negative self-talk that may be limiting your potential. Once you have your list, take a look at each item and ask yourself, is this belief or experience really true, or is it just something I've been telling myself? How has this belief or experience held me back in the past? What steps can I take to let go of this belief or experience and move forward in a positive way? By answering these questions, you can gain a deeper understanding of the beliefs and experiences that are holding you back, and start taking steps towards creating a new, more empowering mindset. Write a letter to your younger self, offering words of encouragement and wisdom. Chapter 2, the G word. In this chapter, Sincero discusses the importance of gratitude and how it can help us attract more positive experiences into our lives. She encourages readers to focus on the good things in their lives, no matter how small, and to express gratitude for them. By doing so, we can shift our focus away from negativity and scarcity and towards abundance and positivity. For example, Sincero shares a story of how she started keeping a gratitude journal and writing down things she was grateful for each day. This simple practice helped her appreciate the abundance in her life and attract more positive experiences. Task: practice gratitude by making a list of 10 things you're grateful for each day. Chapter 3, present as a pigeon. In this chapter, Sincero discusses the importance of living in the present moment and not letting our past or future worries hold us back. She encourages readers to focus on the present and to take action towards their goals, rather than getting caught up in fear and self-doubt. For example, Sincero shares a story of how she was once paralyzed by fear and self-doubt when it came to writing her book. However, once she started focusing on taking action in the present moment, such as writing for just 15 minutes each day, she was able to overcome her fears and complete the book. Task: project confidence and power. Use body language, attitude, and communication skills to project confidence and power. Task: practice power poses for 2 minutes each day to increase your confidence and presence. Embrace your strengths, identify your strengths and use them to your advantage. Task: write down 3 of your strengths and find ways to incorporate them into your daily life. Practice being fully present in the moment by setting aside 10 minutes each day to meditate or practice mindfulness. Chapter 4, the big snooze. In this chapter, Sincero discusses how many people are asleep and going through the motions of life without truly living up to their potential. She encourages readers to wake up from this big snooze and start taking action towards their dreams. For example, Sincero shares a story of how she was once stuck in a job she hated and feeling unfulfilled in life. However, once she made the decision to wake up and start taking action towards her dreams, such as starting her own business and writing a book, her life transformed in amazing ways. Task: pick a challenge that you've been avoiding and write down 3 ways you can grow and learn from it. Chapter 5, self-perception is a zoo. In this chapter, Sincero discusses how our self-perception can be shaped by societal expectations and beliefs. She encourages readers to question these beliefs and create their own self-perception based on their true desires and passions. For example, Sincero shares a story of how she once felt ashamed of her desire to become wealthy, due to societal beliefs that money is evil or greedy. However, once she embraced her desire and worked towards it, she was able to create a successful business and live a life of abundance. Challenge yourself to try new things and take risks. Task: do one thing each week that scares you or pushes you out of your comfort zone. Failure is not fatal, embrace failure as an opportunity to learn and grow. Task: reflect on a recent failure and write down 3 things you learned from it. Chapter 6, how to embrace your inner badass. In this chapter, Sincero discusses the importance of embracing our inner badass and recognizing our own power and potential. She encourages readers to let go of self-doubt and fear, and to take action towards their goals. For example, Sincero shares a story of how she was once afraid to speak up and ask for what she wanted in a business deal. However, once she recognized her own power and embraced her inner badass, she was able to confidently negotiate and get what she wanted. Task: write down a list of affirmations that remind you of your worth and potential. Take action towards your goals, set actionable goals and take steps towards achieving them. Task: write down your top 3 goals and list 3 actionable steps you can take towards each one. Chapter 7, Love the One You Is. In this chapter, Sincero discusses the importance of self-love and acceptance. She encourages readers to let go of self-criticism and embrace their unique qualities and imperfections. For example, Sincero shares a story of how she used to criticize her own appearance and feel insecure about her looks. However, once she started practicing self-love and acceptance, she was able to embrace her unique beauty and feel confident in herself. Task: use positive self-talk and visualization techniques to communicate with your subconscious mind. Identify any negative thought patterns or beliefs that are holding you back and replace them with positive affirmations. Spend time in nature and allow yourself to be fully present in the moment. Use this as an opportunity to connect with your intuition and inner wisdom. Chapter 8, I Know You Are But What Am I? In this chapter, Sincero discusses how our perceptions of others can affect our own lives and experiences. She encourages readers to let go of judgment and comparison, and to focus on their own unique journey. For example, Sincero shares a story of how she used to judge others for their beliefs or actions, which ultimately held her back from living her own life to the fullest. Once she let go of judgment and focused on her own journey, she was able to live a more fulfilling life. Task: practice non-judgment by actively listening to others without interrupting or imposing your own opinions. When you feel the urge to judge or criticize, take a moment to pause and consider the other person's perspective. Focus on understanding their point of view and finding common ground, rather than jumping to conclusions or making assumptions. Challenge yourself to approach each interaction with an open mind and a willingness to learn from others. Chapter 9, What Are You Doing Here? In this chapter, Sincero discusses the importance of finding our true purpose and passion in life. She encourages readers to take risks and explore different paths until they find what truly lights them up. For example, Sincero shares a story of how she took a risk and quit her job to travel the world, which ultimately led her to discover her passion for coaching and writing. Task: take time to reflect on your current life situation and identify any areas that are causing you dissatisfaction or discontent. Write down a list of your goals and aspirations, and consider how you can take action towards achieving them. Identify any limiting beliefs or fears that may be holding you back, and challenge them by visualizing yourself succeeding and taking steps towards your goals. Use this reflection to create a plan for moving forward and taking action towards creating a life that aligns with your passions and values. Chapter 10, Loincloth Man. In this chapter, Sincero discusses the importance of taking action towards our goals, even if it means stepping out of our comfort zones. She encourages readers to embrace discomfort and take risks in order to achieve their dreams. For example, Sincero shares a story of how she once felt uncomfortable and self-conscious about speaking in public, but she pushed herself to do it anyway and ended up having a transformative experience. Task: take a moment to reflect on your own personal story and how it has shaped your current beliefs and behaviors. Write down your own story, including any challenges, obstacles, and triumphs that have led you to where you are today. Consider how this story has impacted your sense of self and your view of the world. Use this reflection to identify any negative beliefs or patterns that may be holding you back, and challenge them by reframing your story in a more positive light. Embrace your unique journey and use it as a source of strength and motivation towards achieving your goals.